Hello everyone and welcome to 10 simple steps to help make your game better. Fair warning, these steps are very low level things that I have learned myself and think that other people would benefit from learning as well. So this is mainly just for people who are starting out. So let's get to it. Okay, the first of the 10 things that I will be showing you is a spawner trick, and I see this in a lot of games, and this can help out with making your game look more professional. So just put in a spawner, and a lot of people leave the spawner bricks as they are, just in their games, and there's a lot better of a way you can do it. So go to View, open up the Explorer and Properties, remove the decal by right-clicking on that, and then make this invisible and make it non-collidable. That way when you spawn, you really can't even tell that there's a spawn brick there. The second trick I'm going to show you is going to involve brick settings. When I first started doing the editor, I didn't know how to make, for example, a window. So I'm going to show you that. So first is reflectancy. This is basically kind of a mirror effect on the brick. If you set that to 1, the values only go from 0 to 1. So you can type in 0.5 if you want it to be halfway reflectant, or just do 1 for all the way. The next thing that I'm going to show you is transparency. This is what will help you make a window if you would like to. Once again, go to 0.5 for that. And this is how you would make a window. The last thing that I'll show you about this is going down here to Can Collide. This will make it so that you can walk through the brick as if it's not really there. The third thing I'm going to show you involves unions. So let's say you want to make this brick be a ring instead of a circle. So go to this one, scale it down a little bit, go to Model, negate it, click the negate button, move it inside of the other circle, and union them. As you can see, this is a really cool trick for making bricks that you need for things that Roblox only has, a selection of a couple of bricks here, and this will help advance the amount of bricks you have. You can also make things like half circles by negating that and unioning it again. And trying not to mess up. There we go. So as you can see, you can make really cool shapes with the negate and then unioning the brick afterwards. Next thing on the list is the starter pack. When I first started using the Roblox editor, everyone would talk about the starter pack, and I had no idea where it was. So this is the starter pack. If you have a tool, and this is a tool item, just cut it out of workspace, right-click starter pack, and click paste into. This will make it so that anyone who spawns in your game has that item. Next thing I'm going to show you is the lighting. You can find lighting if it's easier to see it if you close out workspace, and there it is. So click on lighting and you get quite a few options here that can be pretty confusing. So go to, let's say you want your game to be darker. Go to Outdoor Ambient and bring this down. As you can see, that has darkened the game quite a bit. This can be useful for making horror games and other games that involve a kind of eerie feeling to them. Shadow color can be decreased so that the color of shadows is just pitch black versus being, kind of dark and shady. You can increase the brightness down, all the way down to 1.5 if you'd like. you can enable and disable shadows. And you can also change the time of day to be really dark or to be just kind of the normal time. Fog color as well. You can change the fog color to something crazy like red and do the fog end 100, fog start 100. I don't quite understand fog yet. So when you spawn, basically, as you can see, it makes it so you can't see things beyond a certain range, and you can change the way the fog looks, which is really a neat tool when you're building different games to build and kind of ambience. So you can see it's changing the color of the fog in the background. The next thing on the list is a skybox. It may seem incredibly simple, but it is very, very important for any game to have a skybox. The normal Roblox skybox is kind of a bit boring. So just go to models and search skybox. You can just search space, skyboxes, and other things like this one. There we go, finally loaded in. That takes quite a bit of time to load. So as you can see, this would be great for making a space-related game. There are many different kinds of skyboxes that you can use. It's incredibly important that you do so when you are making a game. The 7th item on the list is making a tool. This is actually incredibly simple. You can make the tool anything you would like to, such as a drink and such. I'm just going to show you the really basics here. Scale that down. Now, you're going to want to make it a little bit off. This is for the handle. You won't even be able to see the handle. So, rename this handle and make it invisible. Then go to workspace and insert a tool. Where are you? There we go. Insert a tool. So then grab these 2 bricks, cut them. The bricks inside are anchored. They cannot be anchored. There we go. Now the handle is, as you can see, kind of weird. We're holding the handle, which is right here, and the brick is over here, which is a little bit weird, but you can go back and change that if you would like by just placing it back into workspace, going to the handle, and just changing the handle's orientation. The next thing I'm going to be showing you is how to add music to your game. Now this is very important, even more so than the skybox, to creating ambience, because you can add many different kinds of music depending on what your game is, such as survival or horror and such. So you start off by inserting a sound into workspace. Now go get I have a sound ID already here. Just copy the last set of numbers, insert the ID, just the numbers, into the sound, and this will now that sound is the song. You can change the pitch and the volume and such. We're just going to leave it as it is. Now go to Starter GUI and insert a local script, and in the local script you're going to want to type game.workspace.sound play. I don't know why it says that that's a term I shouldn't use, because it does work. So when you spawn, you should hear the sound. Yep, it works. So it's now playing that sound. You can also go and turn the sound on looped, and it will continue to play the sound throughout however long you're in the game. The next thing I'm going to show you is a music block, which is instead of the last one where the sound plays throughout the entire game, the music block only plays sound within a small area. I have a model of it that I made here. So it can be just a brick. You can anchor it and make it invisible so no one can see it. And go down, and there's the sound, which has the normal sound ID that I don't actually have an ID in there yet. And the script. Here's the script right here. Script.parent play. Now the sound, once again, you can use the ID here. And there we go. And the sound is playing. I can hear it, and as you get closer and further away, it sounds louder and quieter. So this would be good for having ambient sounds to a small location only instead of game-wide. The final thing I'm going to be showing you is a on-touch sound play event. I couldn't find this anywhere, and I had to teach myself how to do it. It was actually incredibly hard to figure out how to do it because I'm not really a scripter at all. So this is much like the music block, only it only plays a sound when a player touches it. So you can make it transparent. We can look at the script here, the door sound. I need to rename that actually. This is actually just any sound you want it to be. It can be a song. It can be a jump scare, which is really good for horror games. You can go to the script. Here's the script. I will probably have this in the description of the video so that it's easier for you guys to get. And so that's basically it. You can pause the video and take a look at it. I'd like to thank you guys for watching this video. If you liked it, then please consider commenting down below and telling me what you did like. And if you learned anything is also very important. Once again, keep in mind this is an incredibly newbie level tricks that most people know already, but is always a help for people who are just starting out. And I would encourage anyone to start using the Roblox editor. It is, once you learn how to use it to a reasonable extent, it is incredibly, you're incredibly free. You can make anything. So anyway, if you're new to my channel, the best thing you can do is subscribe. It helps me out a lot. It keeps me making videos. So thank you for watching this video, and I will see you all in the next one.